conversation for mommy and me back with another video. So today I'm kind of just gonna go over the I guess additional material we'll be trying out in second grade. So I'm gonna just jump right in because I really don't like making the videos super long and I tend to talk a little too much. So we're gonna start with this positive action Bible curriculum. Now you guys know I love Abeka. But the one subject I don't like from Becca is the Bible curriculum. I have tried to use it from pre-K and I tried again in K5, tried again in first grade. It's just not working. Maybe when she gets older, but I did try to delve in and use something else this year. So I found this curriculum. It's called Positive Action and it seems pretty good. It came with workbook for the child and then a lesson plan book for the parent or the teacher. It's broken down to with lessons, music curriculum, quizzes, and quiz answer key. So we have not used this yet, and once the second grade starts, I'll let you know how it's going. These are the different units. I like how so far how it's broken down. So you have vocabulary, you have learning objectives. I'm trying to get into an actual one so you can see. These are the different scriptures that they'll be memorizing for each lesson. And so here you have lesson one. They gave different ways if you wanted to do a 3-day, 4-day, or 5-day option. We're gonna do the 5-day option just so it can mimic our homeschool. So you'll be breaking down each section. So you have 1A, 1B, and 1C. And so this is what 1A would consist of. You have your discussion, your illustration, explaining, and then the prompt. And I believe, let me see if I can find it. At the end of the lessons, they show you what the child will be doing. And I'm guessing this correlates with the student manual. So here's 1A. Let's see, we're going to learn today together. So I'm pretty sure it correlates. So yeah. So this would be lesson one. So this just shows what they need to check off. So pretty much your answer key is there for each one. So I'm gonna see if this works out a bit better just because it is more concise, it's not too long. I feel like Abeka's own is just way too wordy, just too much to kind of introduce the Bible to a young child. Like my daughter was getting really bored. I was getting bored. It was just too much. So I'm hoping this is better. There's also a character trait activity at the end, and let's see how they do it in here. Pretty much the same thing. So this would be the first lesson, the second lesson, the third lesson. And then I guess this is kind of like wrapping this up and going to lesson two. So it seems promising. I can't really say anything more than that because I haven't used it yet. But once I do, I will be sure to let you guys know how it's going. Another thing we're definitely going to be focusing on a lot this year that we kind of started last year but fell off is the Spanish. So I found this on Amazon. It's a complete book of Spanish. It's for grades 1 to 3. So I figured, hey, this might be easier for her to use. We do use IXL, and there is a Spanish portion there that has videos. So I like their videos, and then I do use some YouTube videos as well. But I never structured Spanish into the curriculum. So this is definitely something new for us. I like the book so far, like as I went through it. Everything seems pretty simple starting off. So you're starting off easy and then you kind of get more in depth as you go along, which I like because it's giving her time to actually learn. So that's that. I'll flip through the back so y'all can see the rest. I don't know how much of this we're gonna get through, or if this is gonna be one of those books that we start and then roll over into the third grade. This was just another book that I don't know where I saw it, but it was super cheap. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just get it. But it's kind of just like reinforcing the vocabulary portion. So I figured, besides using this, probably just teaching her a certain amount of vocabulary words, maybe every week or so, and review it daily, that would help. So that's what we'll be using for Spanish, besides like, videos, I Excel, things like that. I got an additional book for money, fractions, and telling time that we will be doing when we get to that portion of math. This is something I see that she struggles with, and I know that the second grade curriculum has even more money, fractions, and telling time. So this is kind of just going to be used alongside her math so that she can have some extra practice. Now, are we gonna follow the whole 100 days of? Probably not. It's gonna be more on a as needed basis, but I just thought it was a pretty good like supplemental book that had that extra practice that could reinforce what we're actually learning. Let me see what else we have here. Oh, financial literacy. So we have been incorporating chores and allowance and those type of things like probably like this the later part of the year. So this is something I definitely want to go harder with and start off with second grade when we start in August. I'm actually trying to do a chore chart where she get paid for certain things, and she'll be able to figure out what she wants to do with her money. Because right now it's just if I get $1, I want to spend it. So I do want to teach her from young, like, hey, you don't have to spend it all. Let's try to save. Let's try to you know, take a portion for this and a portion for that, all of those things. So I figured it was time for me to start teaching her the lingo of finances. So budget and spending, wanting, total, all of those things. So again, this is something supplemental. We'll probably do this. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna follow the whole music curriculum for the that lesson plan book. If you guys haven't seen it, it's in the grade one parent kit for the health, science, and history. There's a day where they do just music. So I might take that time to add in the financial literacy instead, because I'm not gonna be taking time every day just to do music, like in all reality. Um, so one thing I have seen her really, really like, and we're gonna add that into our art day, is drawing. She is like really big on drawing, and she's actually doing a pretty good job. So I got this cute book from Amazon called How to Draw Everything, and it's just kind of like simple, step by step. Um, Goodness, I keep losing. It's the pregnancy brain, guys. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. But it's just step by step ways to draw certain things in a cute kitty way. So I thought this would be really cool for her to start incorporating into the art days. And she wants to start this now. Like she's so ready, because there are days for the art days where it's parent choice, and I'm just going to change that and make it her choice so that she can pick and choose what she wants to do in that time frame. These here, let's see. So I did get a daily reading comprehension practice journal. Again, one of her struggle areas is reading comprehension. So we're probably just gonna do like one of these a week. And it's really, really, they break it down Monday through Friday. So you read the story, here you fill in the words, here you circle the word that describe Max. So what I'm gonna do is like, okay, day one, have her read the story, do Monday, have her read the story, do Tuesday, have her read the story, do Wednesday. And the story is fairly short. So I know this is something that we can do like maybe 5-10 minutes. It wouldn't take that long, but I do want to really reinforce the reading comprehension, because after third grade they do still have to do that testing, and I want to start preparing her for that. So there's that. These are just little things that she'll have access to if she needs it. There's a growth mindset daily practice journal. These were on sale and I thought they were really cute. So There's like learn about it. There's what the brain thoughts, positive thoughts, mistakes, learning from failures. So just different stories about those particular topics. Because one thing right now that she hates doing, she hates failing. She hates not getting something correct. She literally throws a tantrum and thinks it's the end of the world. So just trying to reinforce that when you're facing challenges or you're facing failure, you can learn from that. You can learn from your mistakes. I thought that now would be a really good time to start incorporating that a little more deeper than what I've been doing. Here's a social emotional learning daily journal. Again, this is more so about feelings. And I mean, if you guys have been through the 6-year-old stage, especially in girls, they got a whole bunch of feelings. I mean, like, and mine's, I particularly think she is a drama queen. So I got this just for her so that we can start kind of working through these things. Because there is something that I have seen that she's been doing as far as emotional wise, and I have been struggling to address it. So I this book I found, and to me it's very helpful, and I feel like if we go through it together, she might understand a bit better with the examples that they give. Last but not least is this homeschool journal. I just happened to see this and said I would try it out for her. Being that she's older now and she has a lot to say, I just figured she can use this as needed, but I wanted to get feedback from her. So it's literally just a journal, what she did today, what she enjoyed, what she would like to do next, any thoughts, things like that, and whatever like subjects for her to track throughout the day. She is getting big in calendars and journals. So I got this because I think this would be a good addition to how she's starting to organize her life. And then I also thought this would be a good way for me to kind of check and see how she's feeling about certain things in case she doesn't want to directly express that with me. And then here there's even like a little face chart so they can color in, well, how did these thoughts exactly like make me feel? Was today an okay day? Was it kind of like I didn't really like it? And this is a free space where she can jot down however she feels with no repercussions or anything. Just, giving her the floor to kind of reflect on her feelings. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Just a little extra stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. Again, I don't know how it's gonna go. We haven't used them yet, but I will be sure to let you guys know. But I hope this was helpful either way. And if any of you have used any of these before, please, please, please drop a comment and let me know. Let me know how it went. Let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it. So, and if you have any other recommendations, I would really love to hear them. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'll see y'all later.